Hi, my name is Nick, and I'm here to present the solution to problem A, allergen testing. In this problem, you are allergic to exactly one of n compounds. You have case sites where you can apply compounds. You repeat the following process d times. For each compound, you will apply it to some of the sites, potentially 0. After you have applied all of the compounds, you will observe which sites have an allergic reaction. Given that each site can only be observed on one day, and a site cannot be used if an allergic reaction is observed there, compute the minimum number of sites you'll need to discover which of the compounds you are allergic to. In this problem, both the number of compounds and the number of times you repeat this process can be very large, up to 10 to the 18. So one of the first things that we can do here is we can observe that the number of sites you'll need, even in the worst case, will be very small. We can actually show that the number of sites will be at most 60. That happens when you have exactly one day and 10 to the 18 compounds to distinguish between. In this situation, we can use a binary construction to try to determine which compound we're allergic to by interpreting each compound's number as a binary number and then using that to determine the sites that we apply that compound to. Since we know that the answer is going to be relatively small, if we can quickly check for a fixed number of sites, if we can differentiate among n different compounds, we can either do a linear scan or a binary search to compute the minimum possible value. So now we just have to ask ourselves, given d times to repeat this process and k sites, how many compounds can we differentiate? With some investigation, we'll eventually show that if there are d rounds of the process and k sites, then the number of compounds we can differentiate among is d plus 1 to the kth power. We can prove this with induction. The primary thing to note in the induction hypothesis is the fourth bullet point on this slide. So under this assumption, if we have k sites and d rounds, if we have x sites that we specifically care about, then we know that we can apply at most d to the x compounds to those sites by the induction hypothesis. This gives us a sum that by the binomial theorem completes the induction hypothesis. So this problem reduces to computing the minimum possible integer k such that d plus 1 to the kth power is greater than or equal to n. There is one potential trap in this problem, which is that when n equals 1, the answer is 0, because in that case, you don't need any sites, since you know that you are allergic to exactly that compound.